NLP was established, or it was started by Milton Erickson, wasn't it, if I'm not mistaken?
A lot of it draws on Erickson's work, but it was really started by John Grinder and Richard Bandler. And they were people that took work of Erickson and Virginia Satir and other people that were masters at affecting individual level change into this field. And it's basically neuro, meaning your brain, and linguistic is language. And obviously, everything we do, all of our thoughts and things that we experience in the world are related to how we represent the world: visual, auditory, kinesthetic, touch and taste, and understanding how the brain codes information and how you can change those representations quickly to actually create change, unlike other areas. And I should share with you, I was always fascinated with psychology, even. And so that fit really well, having studied Gestalt and Fritz Perls and other people like that in terms of therapeutic models to intervene and help people. So yeah, it's a fascinating field, and it has continued to evolve. And obviously people have taken it in different directions, but that basis, I would say that was probably, other than some psychology classes and some self-assessments I had taken, that was my basis for really having the experience of coaching and working with people as individuals, and then having the opportunity to go into businesses and apply that lens and training, particularly around communication through NLP, into organizations to help people become higher performers.
It's very interesting how NLP works on the brain, really. I actually encountered coaching through NLP as well. In the early days, I think I've written
Uh-huh.
an article about this. First, I heard about Deepak Chopra coaching Bill Clinton, and then, of course, Tony Robbins came, and then I encountered NLP. And then I started reading from Chomsky, which is not,
Yeah,
it's just linguistic programming, right? Chomsky,
exactly.
but it works the same way on the brain, interestingly, and it's a very curious field, I find. So
Mhm.
fantastic that you did that. And Fireball, that was a huge thing back in the 90s. I remember that. And
Right.
I remember Tony Robbins getting a huge amount of criticism for that as well, right?
For sure. There was a couple cases where it didn't go well. And obviously when you're talking fire, there's some health risks, but in general, they did a very good job of making sure that people were prepared and in the appropriate physiological state to be able to do it successfully.
So
Um,
you did it, you walked.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That must have been quite an experience.
There was. And I think, and that's with a lot of the coaching work that I do around mindset and limiting beliefs, is helping shift those very quickly. And so between coaching things and other things that I've learned through NLP and just neuroscience in general, in terms of how we capture and create stories in our brain about things, how you can shift those and write a new story and create a new identity, even in some cases, that allows you to do some things that seemingly maybe impossible. Like, how can you do that and not be burned? Right. But obviously, we know a lot more about the power of the mind to heal and do other things as well now than we did 30 years ago.